got an objective. Why are we getting this education? The reason why I never got no education was at school, as I said, I was going to be a criminal. I never needed education for that. So when you see a young person taking that same route, that is on his brain. But the reason why he thinks that, because there's nothing presented to him where he can go a different way. It's either that or the other. We need to create alternatives. And if you see on there, Marcus Garvey created alternatives. Alternatives. He created businesses. So when we're there talking about, in this country today, we have nearly 50% of young people, 16 to 24 years of age, who are unemployed, black people. Nearly half of our young black males are unemployed. Now, we will go around and we'll talk about, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that, and this is happening. How many businesses, how many things are we establishing to ensure that when our young people are leaving school, that we can provide them with a job? You see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about doing different philosophies is different philosophy. Most people in this room, well, put up your hand if you've heard of Philosophies and Opinions, the book. And Philosophies and Opinions is probably one of the most influential books that's ever been written for black people. Because if you ever read some of the statements by people who have done great things, who's ruled countries, presidents of countries, and find out what influenced them, people like, you see the flag here, anybody know whose flag this is? Ghana. Ghana was the first African, West African country to be independent. Yeah? When they became independent, they chose the red, gold, and green and a black star. This is Ghana. Yeah? And why he said he did this, why Kwame said he did this, is to honor the legacy of Marcus Garvey. And they tried to continue that work. This is why the black star is there. Does anybody know why we have a black star? Why you use a black star? That's correct. Another thing he had, the Red Cross. Everybody knows about the Red Cross? Do you know what Marcus Garvey called his movement? The Black Cross. Black Cross nurses. Now, people might take this as offensive and think that, well, it's not. It's not. What he did is what everybody does. He looks it into himself. How does that relate to me? How can it help me? How can I use that to benefit my people? How can I use that to benefit myself? You see, it's not just information. It's not just jargon. It's not just talking. It's about doing. How do you get that information and how do you use that information to benefit your people? Now, people who know me know that what I do, I create things. I do things, I do events, I help all groups of all religious persuasions. If you're trying to help African people, you can count on Imani to help you. Regardless of what you believe in, if I can see that you're wholeheartedly trying to help black people, I will be there to help you. And people who know me know that is the case. Why? It's all right to talk. What is that? If you do. You understand? Most people, or a lot of people, talk and don't do. And this is why other people get frustrated. Other people think. Most people have lost hope. Why? Why has most people lost hope? Why do most people think that we have not got a chance in this time now to bring our thing forward? Why? Why is it?
Because we're not proactive.
Well, who's not proactive? Well, let me tell you something. This is a fact. I personally do not put that blame upon anybody in this room. You know why? Because we're a community. We're a people. We need to have leadership. We need to be guided as a community. We can all guide our individual selves. That's easy to do. But when it comes to guiding a mass of people, sometimes we find it very hard to drop certain things like egos and understand that everybody doesn't have to believe what you believe to be doing what you're doing. I ask this question to most people. What does Marcus Garvey believe? What was his religion? And I'm telling you, and I've asked hundreds of people who are devout Garveyites, and they don't know. They don't know. Or they give me different stories or different things. Now, he must have believed something. That's what I'm saying. His beliefs is a belief, but how does he translate that belief into action? Now, if you don't believe me, when I say that whatever he believed and whatever his vision was, it worked. If you don't believe me, then what you need to do is look into history. Look into history and you will find out. I don't know, you can all find out this yourself, but you have to do this very quick. I am the 5th generation free from slavery. That's who I am. So most of you in here are my generation. And how I found out that, you know how I found out that? I found out that by asking my grandmother. My grandmother was able to tell me the name of her grandmother, who is my first free ancestor. I'm telling you that the next generation is not going to be able to do that. That knowledge is going to go, because it's not recorded. And these kind of things. So it is up to us ourselves. If we want to keep our culture, we need to retrieve it. I always talk about the schools don't do this, the schools don't do that. It really upsets me. Who else sends their children to school to teach them about their culture? Who else does that? Who else goes out there and complains, and why they don't teach black history? Why they don't teach Asian history in school? Who does that? Only us. Why? What are we waiting for? Enough people in here, we can set up our own schooling. If it was committed. We don't need all of us. We don't need all of us. Just a few committed individuals, and we move this thing forward.